let's talk about the Zeta Plus A2. This suit is not in the DP shop, but I figured it'd be worth talking about since it was in the the recycle ticket shop recently, and hopefully, because of Q, one of our clan members, everyone has realized how good this suit actually is. The Zeta Plus A2 is not as good at long range as the full burn-in, and not as good at close range as the Zaku 3, but it has a signature weapon, the High Mega Cannon. This is a heavy stagger on demand. Be it charged or uncharged, it'll dish out a heavy stagger from 400 meters range. It has a few things you have to note here. It has only one dodge roll, just like the Zaku 3, and it has maneuver armor, just like the Zaku 3. But it also has a mobile fire system, just like the Zaku 3. So the only thing it lacks is the offense system, which means that it can't do long combos without risking getting interrupted. That being said, the multipliers on the Zeta Plus A2's Saber and Long Beam Saber are really, really freaking high. The downswing on the Beam Saber is 220%, and the Long Beam Saber is 200%. So even in melee, the Zeta Plus A2 is no slouch. Unique amongst the other two suits, the Zeta Plus A2 also has a transformation. And while it's in transformation, it does have shock dampener, so it's not bad at utilizing flight mode either, unlike some generals and supports that don't have shock dampeners while in flight. The immobile firing system applies when you're using the high mega cannon, but it also applies when you're using the regular beam cannon, the waist beam cannons. So it has a couple ways to leverage its stagger resistance outside of maneuver armor. Not just one, but two ways of beating people in trades. And so this is the build I would prefer people use, a very generalist all-around build that's good at disruption and is capable of pretty much doing anything. The Zeta Plus A2 is definitely the best general in this cost at the moment because of its insane toolbox, but not everyone has it, which is why we're going over it last. Let's go over the weapons first, then we'll go over everything else. The Zeta Plus A2's beam rifle is a standard Zeta beam rifle. It has an incredible firing interval. It does 50. Once again, another suit that has a beam rifle another suit with a beam rifle that does 50% per shot uncharged. Unlike the full burn-in, however, it is ammo based, but unlike the Zaku 3, the firing interval is insane. It's even faster at firing than the full burn-in, which was 0.8 seconds. This thing can fire every half second. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is a lot of damage in a short amount of time. So yeah, just spray and pray with this guy. You can charge it up, and the charge time is really short as well, only about 2 seconds. And it's an instant stagger. So this gun in general, besides having 4 less shots in the cartridge, is overall better in every single way compared to the Zaku 2 beam rifle. And although it's an ammo-based weapon, it's still better than it's better at burst damage than the full burn-in. Charge shots take 2 bullets though. Keep that in mind. So you are paying a little bit when it comes to getting that instant stagger. But that makes it excellent for peek shooting. When you have the enemy around a corner, you can do something like this. And then go back around the corner. You're fine. Right, let's talk about the other two cannons. The waist beam cannon is stopped to fire and only shoots once. It doesn't shoot multiple times like the Zeta Plus A1. It does 20 times 20. And can be shot pretty often. While you're sitting there, while your suit is standing still firing the weapon, you have a mobile firing system. While you don't have the Zaku 3's damage control 2, this is still really good because there is no weapon besides the Tristan's fully charged shot that does 100% build stagger in one go. You can utilize this when you don't have maneuver armor anymore, you can't dash, and you can utilize this to beat someone in a shootout over an open area. The Vulcans. Vulcans are, they're okay. They do 5%, the least amounts. They do less than full burn-in. But we have a pretty large pool to draw from. We have 60 in the mag. Technically, if you keep using your force injectors and dance around somebody, you'll stagger them eventually. You have enough in the tank to stagger anyone, and of course, as usual, because you have maneuver armor, you can take out low HP suits if you're the ace. The high mega cannon charges in no time at all. It charges in 2 seconds. 1, 2, bang! And that is, yeah, that's a lot. Look at that. You can spam it too. The overheat time is huge, so I wouldn't overheat if you have to. But yeah, it's strong. You can utilize it as another way of getting a mobile firing system active. Using the high mega cannon first, and then the waste beam cannon afterwards, to win a firing war without actually having to use your maneuver armor to get close to the enemy. Mega cannon, waste beam launcher, mega cannon again, waste beam launcher. You have ways of defending yourself even if you run out of thruster, thanks to the high mega cannon and the waste cannon. But what we didn't go over was the high mega cannon's fully charged state. I did talk about this earlier, but the high mega cannon has a second charge level, which takes only another 2 seconds to charge. And this one heavy staggers. It gains an additional 100. It gains an additional 100 meters range in exchange for doing. I believe it's 6,000 raw damage, 5 hits, and each hit heavy staggers and pierces. This gun is incredible because not only are you not overheating the gun when you do this, you are heavy staggering a suit and pretty much stopping anything in its way, allowing for your ace to get a kill or allowing for you to get a kill. And look, it's ready again. Incredible. Let's talk about the melees, and then we'll wrap it up. Oh, sorry, we need to do flight mode too. Let's do the melees first. The melee, standard melee, except for the downswing. The downswing is a rapid, a somewhat slow double slash. 1, 2. The reason why we have to note this is that even though the beam saber's cooldown is less than the long beam saber, you will not be able to get a double downswing twice. See, only 1 hit. You're better off using the neutral swing, even though it's 10% less damage. The long beam saber is, well, it's long. Has a nice forward poke, so it's really good at hitting things pretty from far away. And the downswing is really strong, with a 200% modifier. So usually, what you want to do with this suit is get a stun, chain it any way you know how, saber downswing, downswing again. Let me get that one more time so that we can do it correctly, because I missed the saber downswing. Ooh, this is tough. Yeah, see, we didn't have enough time. Don't go for, I would recommend not going for the full combo. Just do double downswing and get out of there, since you don't have offense system like the Zaku 3. Yeah, see, sometimes it misses. Aim for the legs. Aim for the biggest part of the suit. Don't fret, even if you miss part of it. Just get the suit done, get it done, and get out of there. While you're flying, you have access to the same beam rifle as before, with its incredible fire rate. And you have access to the transformed double beam cannon. This is identical to the beam cannon the Zeta Plus A1 has, where instead of it being a single shot like this, it's another way to do build stagger. And what's notable about this is that you're allowed to shoot the beam cannon while you're boosting in your transform mode, which means you can do a ram attack while you're shooting this gun. Oh, my bad. 1 second. Let's try it one more time and then end it there. You can't boost while shooting the rifle, by the way. Bam! And they took a ram attack along with the whole power of the whole volley of the saber. You're an all-rounder suit. You can use your transformation to get anywhere you need. You have incredible amounts of build stagger from your rifle and your Vulcans. You have the little beam cannon to get regular staggers and win wars. And you have the high mega cannon to also do the same thing, or to get the almighty heavy stagger, which allows your friends to easily see an enemy that is immobilized and take advantage of it. Yeah. You have a incredible downswing. And yeah, you're pretty much good at everything. This suit will make its rounds during the clan battle, so I hope that you guys get used to fighting it and seeing it. A good support is going to have to just immediately take this thing out, or get out of its range entirely. The full burn-in will outrange the Zeta Plus A2 because it has a 600 meters range, whereas the A2 can only get up to 500 meters range. The Zaku 3 is going to have a hard time with it because the high mega cannon heavy staggers, and no matter how stagger resistant the Zaku 3 is, a heavy stagger will be the end of it all. So, try out the Zeta Plus A2.